nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Colorado Buffaloes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has them rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. The Red Raiders will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The run inside. And that ball's free behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Throwing. Lewis. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's second and long. Running inside, it's Williams. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
From the 30-yard line on first down. The run inside. It's Williams. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Connection to the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to...
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Number 95, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside. It's Young. There he goes. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Lining up to add another. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Stepping to the right. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and long.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Run in the red zone, it's Williams.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it, and a first disaster. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to...
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Taylor. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buffaloes want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Lewis. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Running inside, it's Young. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
And the Buffaloes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Fourth down, Lewis. Throwing right. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Bringing the heat. Back open in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Lewis to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one is perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here's our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return.
And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This team is now red hot. 3 consecutive victories and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
To the air, it's Hammond. Finds his man, it's Hudson.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Escapes the pressure to his right. Hauls it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense. And the ball.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. With the catch, it's Atkins. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Lewis. Working that left side now. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Lewis to throw. Under fire. And they got it.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Williams open on the right side. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into bust territory at the 49. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
With the catch, it's Atkins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Q. Booster. Rock. Go.
Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Lewis, pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He might want another play.
Booster, booster. Sweet. Ready, go.
4th down, Lewis. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Williams. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Near the goal line, everybody thinks more physical, bigger bodies. They're going to run the ball up the middle. How about this offense? Gives them a little change-up, gets the ball on the perimeter right now, fools the defense, and they get in for the touchdown.
38, Colorado, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside. It's Taylor. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
The sure hands, it's Atkins. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing. Lewis dances away. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Looking to take a shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Might have a chance. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They go right back to him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stuck.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. Lewis. Looking left. Got a man. It's Young. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.